And unfortunately, but fortunately, here is our next guest, and he almost won that title. Let's welcome almost the king of stage it, the master of the house shows, Mr. Keaton Simons.
Hello.
Hello. What's going on?
How are you guys? Hello. Hey guys. I'm the master of the house shows. I love it. I will wear that crown proudly. The master's crown. How are you? How are you?
Good. Good, my friend. How you been?
I'm wonderful. I get to make music all the time. It's really great.
Dude,
so that's it. Been making tons of new music, put out a new single, started a new band. That's a whole other departure for me, but it's reconnecting back with my original roots in hip hop music. You guys are gonna flip out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you are like all over the place. I mean, like a few months back with the whole Chris Cornell thing. When I saw you playing with Cornell, I was like, oh man, this is friggin' awesome.
Dude, Chris is just like hands down one of the most brilliant people I've ever had the privilege of working with in my life. He's incredible and so supportive of me. Like, just hit me up and was like, "Hey man, want to come play some guitar, sing some backgrounds on some TV shows and stuff?" I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Holy cow!
Yeah, man. Did you check out the Nothing Compares to You cover we did on SiriusXM?
Absolutely.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, that was so cool.
And then with that, you ended up getting what? Voted top 5 guitar solo of the year or something?
Yeah, man. That was like, dude, there I am. He calls me out like, Keaton Simons plays solo. I was like, all right, sure, I'll do something. It gets voted for like top 5 best guitar solos of the year. Rolling Stone talked about it, like on RollingStone.com. They like actually talked about my solo and note choices and stuff. I was like, oh my god, I've been playing solos a long time. I've never gotten this kind of attention.
Did
so
you play
great,
on the
man.
record
And Chris,
too?
dude. No, I'm not playing on the record. Although I would love to have played on the record, but I'm pretty sure he played all the guitars on it.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's dude. I was blown away by that whole thing. Keaton. We didn't lose him. Nick, are you there?
Did he get dropped?
Nah, he's still on there.
Oh, it's so weird.
Keaton. His call must have dropped.
Yeah, it must be some sort of bad connection or something.
Did you see that stuff though, dude? He was playing guitar with Chris Cornell. And
yeah, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah. Oh man. Such cool stuff.
Very cool. And you said he's coming back your way soon?
Yeah, he's doing a tour, and he's coming back to Philly. I was about to say coming back to Cali. He's coming back to Philly in May, and actually right before that, he's going to be in AC for some festival or something for 3 days.
Oh, nice.
Now his call finally dropped. Hopefully he'll call right back in.
Here
we go. Here he is.
Yes.
All
hey
right,
guys, I could hear you the whole time. You're like, I probably dropped the call. I'm like, no, I'm here. I don't know what happened. But anyway, so I eventually hung up and I called you back. So here I am. I'm back.
He's back.
How you doing? I'm back.
Yes. So that whole
what happened? Fill me in.
Cornell,
what did I miss?
Yeah. The whole Chris Cornell thing we were just going over again. Like that whole thing was huge.
Dude, so huge, so much fun. Yeah, we did Fallon, Ellen, Kimmel, Good Morning America. It was so much fun. And the band, it was just unbelievable. I got to play with Matt Chamberlain playing drums in that band. Dude, it's insane. And he played on the record, I do believe. I hope I'm not telling any tales out of school.
Now, also too, the video for that the single with Eric in it, dude, like that thing moved,
dude.
It was so deep.
That's how it all went down from the get-go. Like Eric's sitting in that cell with him, and he says, Chris actually told me this story. He said, Eric and I are sitting in that dusty old cell, both a couple of cowboys, and he says, you probably get a lot of tapes, because Eric's old school. So for him, it's just tapes still. And he goes, excuse me, come again? He's like, oh, you probably get a lot of tapes. We probably give you a lot of stuff. He's like, yeah, but, check it out. He's like, check this out. He's like, check this out. If you dig it, great. He dug it. That's how we first connected.
And I'm sure you already know this. I can't stress enough how freaking much Eric loves you and how proud he is of you.
Oh, dude. It blows my mind, too, and I just appreciate it so much. It's insane.
That's pretty awesome.
He's like, we all know he's biased. I think he says it now, too. He's like, I know I'm biased, but still, I'm an actual fan. It's so sweet.
So now, from that whole guitar solo thing where you got picked to be top 5 solos, that spun off to like you're teaching online now or something?
Oh, I've done a couple of things like that. It hasn't really spun off into anything specific, but I was like the spokesperson for the advanced version of Rocksmith, which is a really cool video game that really teaches you how to play guitar. Like, it's an incredible thing. So I've always been a part of that, and I've had some articles in magazines and stuff about just little lessons and little this and that. So I'm definitely always thinking about what I can kind of offer in that area. I really want to do some YouTube like instructional stuff on how to play some of my tunes, because I do get a lot of people writing online asking for chord charts and like, how do you play this solo or that solo. And I'll just jump on an iPhone camera and tell you.
That's all it takes now.
That's all it is, man. We live in the future. We're in the future.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's funny because when I was going through and I was seeing it, I was like, damn, I'm going to hit Keaton up. I need guitar lessons.
Oh, hey, we'll hang. We'll play some guitar.
I got a wall of
That's my thing. I'm
guitars
not a formal teacher. I don't have any. I mean, I do have a degree in ethnomusicology, but that doesn't give me credentials to teach. It just gives me credentials to say a big word. But I don't claim to be a teacher, but I definitely feel like there's a lot to be exchanged. I learn a lot from people, and I like to return the favor.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, like, I have a wall of guitars here. I got like my little Marshall thing here, and it just sits here and collects dust.
Oh, dude! All right, well then we gotta hang and do the thing and make it happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll let you know. So I got Slim Kid Trey from the Far Side. We're working together again, and I'm just saying goodbye to him. He was over today. We were talking about music videos.
Oh, cool.
Will do. Love you, man. Okay. One of my oldest and dearest friends helped get me established in this industry. Was one of the first legit people to believe in me when I was 17 years old. We started playing together, and he is a legend who's influenced everyone in hip hop. And I'm just so proud that we're back together. Got Adam Vidal from Paris, Carlina Britch, who's an amazing dancer and actress, singer, rapper. Everybody does everything, and we're just having a blast. That's the new band called Backbone.
Cool. So you're going back to your hip hop roots.
Going back to the hip hop roots. I started with Trey. We put his solo project together starting when I was about 17, and I mean, through him, I met everybody in the hip-hop industry. All the guys from Jurassic 5, Black Eyed Peas, ended up playing with Snoop Dogg, just played with everybody in that whole scene, Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul, and all those guys. And I had grown up a real hip-hop head of the 90s. And so to be able to play with some of these people who I really, really admired and was a legit fan of growing up was so cool. And then I've, had my whole career apart from that. I was on tour with Trey when I got the phone call saying that I had been signed to Maverick Records as an artist. And so I went straight from that to doing my own solo thing, which I've been doing for a decade, and now started this new project, and we've come back together again to make it happen.
Wow. It's funny too, because I was thinking and I was going actually the other direction. I was going to ask you, have you ever thought about doing a band type thing, but going more harder rock?
Oh, of course I think about all of those things. I love it. This is the Backbone is not straight hip hop at all. There's a real aggressive rock and roll element to it. There's a real deep bluesy element to it, and it's a very kind of bold, unapologetic, right in your face thing. So it definitely it expresses the same sentiment of like, let me just blast something in your face for a minute here, And it sure feels good. But yeah, absolutely, man. I want to do everything if I can. I love playing music, and I play all genres, and and I don't want to have to pick and choose. So I like to create projects for myself where I get to do everything. I really want to do a traditional blues thing too, like full band with horn section and everything, and just do like a straight up old blues style thing. That would be amazing also.
Cool. It's funny. It was weird. Like, I was thinking of you last week too, because I interviewed this guy from England who was he's a very accomplished blues guy for like 10 years. His name is Ollie Brown, and he started a band that's just like heavy groove rock, and it's called Raven Eye. And I was thinking of you. I was like, Keaton would love this, and that's what made me think, like, would you ever go over to play rock?
Oh, definitely, man. But there's a ton of rock, like I was saying, in Backbone. It's full of rock and roll. So, but yeah, I'd love to do that too. I want to do it all. Whatever I have time for, I'll do it.
Did you ever see? I thought this was one of the most incredible performances. It was back in the day when MTV used to do the Unplugged, and it was LL Cool J Unplugged. LL.
Of course, I saw that. Yeah.
The greatest one.
To knock you out on
yes.
The Unplugged. Gee, that Unplugged series was so incredible. The Nirvana Unplugged and there was a Stevie Ray Vaughan Unplugged. Have you seen that one? It's unreal. Watching Stevie Ray Vaughan play all of that insane music on an acoustic guitar, just nail it. It's like, wow, okay. It's amazing.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, dude. Love it. But yeah, the LL Cool J one is so great. That's what I've been doing since I first started in hip hop when I was a teenager, is really trying to incorporate the live instrumentation element to it. With Trey, we were touring with a band, and that was when most MCs just had a track or a DJ. And we, a big part of our passion for it was bringing that live music element, bringing improvisation and that kind of spontaneity and flexibility to the live performance and to the recorded music too.
Wow. So, you got to be super excited to be going back to doing that stuff.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's just been really fun. And it's nice to be able to have a little bit of a kind of sidestep from my identity as Keaton Simons and that, as the artist, that guy, it's just, it's a long time. It's a long time to be that. And it's a bizarre idea to have it be just like, oh, I am this person, but I'm also trying to sell myself in certain ways and have, it's all a long, strange trip. But it's nice to have a band and a band name and be able to be I feel a little bit more liberty to kind of take chances and be more edgy. It's not my name only alone, right up front. So, and I like that.
Now you're going to be going out on tour. Is it you?
Yes. No, that's going to be me. after having said all that. So, yeah, I'm going out on tour, and I'm doing a bunch of stuff. Some of it's going to be with full band, which I'm really looking forward to. Some of it is going to be acoustic, solo acoustic, and a couple of festivals. I'm doing Off the Record, Rock by the Sea, and Down the Hatch, which are three of my favorite festivals to perform at. And I'll get to hang with all the homies, and it's going to be awesome. I've got Tony Luca is going to be on a bunch of the shows with me, headlining the shows that I will be playing with him. Also, Paul Fow is a great artist, and an amazing band, Makuta. We're doing a bunch of shows together, and we're going to be doing a bunch of writing and collaborating together too. But I'll be in the Northeast. I'm doing two consecutive nights at Rockwood 3 next month, the 25th and the 26th of May.
Now, is that the one that's in AC?
That's the one. Which Rockwood?
Yeah, I saw you.
Rockwood Music Hall. No. AC is Off the Record Festival. I will be in AC for that, and then Rockwood is on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, New York City.
Okay. Yeah. And then you're coming back to Philly too.
Yeah, I'm coming back to Philly. We're going to be at Tin Angel. That's going to be a great show, man. I love Tin Angel.
Yeah, cause that's where I love Philly. That was good stuff.
I know. I've got to hit up Gino. I've become friends with Gino from Gino's.
Oh, really?
Yes. And he's like awesome. I went there with a bunch of the dudes. We went to Gino's. I flipped meat on the griddle. I made a cheesesteak.
Oh, that's awesome.
At Gino's.
That's awesome.
Yeah. There's one table inside at Gino's, and I have sat at that.
That's great. Look at you.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Gino. Look at me. You've made it. No, but big shout out to Gino. I'm into it.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't call up Tony Luke then.
Tony Luca, man. No, Luca knows Gino. He was there when we met Gino at the same time.
No, one of the other big cheesesteak places here in Philly is Tony Luke's.
Oh, Tony Luke's. Okay, Tony Luke's. Yeah. That's right. I know.
Yeah.
I know. But yes, Tony Luke's. Listen, I have tried cheesesteaks all over Philly, and they all have their own unique, amazing deliciousness about them. I am not going to publicly pick one, but I am only friends with one of the owners, and it's Gino. And the cheesesteaks there are incredible. So I'm more than happy to just eat those forever. But I'm not closed-minded. I like a good cheesesteak.
I always go to Gino's over Pat's whenever I'm down there.
Well, good. I'm glad. I'll tell Gino that you said that. Maybe we can all go. I got to hit him up. I hope we can have another Gino's night because, man, we had so much fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Oh, what have you been getting yourself into?
Or what? Me?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say about you. We were actually discussing you early in the show because we do this little segment now. We pick like the totally driven person of the week, and we try to find somebody that did something good and positive in the world, not
yes.
You know what I mean? So, my co-host over there who's being very quiet, Nick, he actually picked you.
Oh, well, thank you. My brother did it for my last single and stuff. I had some proceeds go to child abuse prevention and animal rescue.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for recognizing me in that way. It means a lot. I just got to go out to Rancho Cucamonga. It's their animal care and adoption center that part of the proceeds went to, and man, they were so sweet. I basically was like honored by the city of Rancho Cucamonga. I got to visit the center and meet all these animals. They're incredible at what they do. They have a 90% adoption rate, which is unheard of. No kill, all breeds and all species of animal too. They've had owls in there. They had a bunch of bunny rabbits. They've had everything, raccoons, all of it. They're just really amazing. Yeah.
And I'm going to throw Bay under the bus here, and I'm going to tell you that he voted for Peter Capaldi. He didn't vote for you. Only I did.
That's okay. Well, I'm glad I had one of your votes. That doesn't bother me. Okay. Everybody's entitled to their own choice.
I was going to jump on Nick's pick and pick you, but then the other guy he threw out there Peter Capaldi from Doctor Who, which I can't stand. But he was like at a children's hospital and he's coloring with the children also. Yeah, so that kind of.
Yeah. Well, mine. I had part of it went to the Rancho Cucamonga Animal Center, but then another part went to the Natural Child, which is child abuse prevention and early child development education, which is a huge cause that I believe in. I think that so very many of the issues that we suffer with can be completely alleviated with more education about early child development and child abuse prevention. Especially the animal abuse situations. I really think that animal abuse does not happen without person abuse first.
Right.
So. It's, trying to nip that in the bud as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. And how about the big thing that we really talked about last time was the whole house show thing. Have you had your weird experience yet?
That's right. We talked about weird house show experiences. I mean, listen, in a sense, they're all weird. Everything is weird once you've lived long enough to see a good cross-section of life. And everything's weird, man. So, yes, I've had. In reflection, they're all weird, but I love them and I do them all the time because, or whenever I have an opportunity to. I really relish in it because it's an environment that is just like it's so ripe for people to transcend and connect really deeply. It's a very intimate environment. There's nothing between me and the audience, and we're all in it together and. It's cool. I really like it. But I'm excited to be doing some more bigger shows too. I'm going to be. I can't announce it now, but I've got some exciting stuff coming up in the summer in Europe.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Have you been over to Europe before? Or?
I have. I've been several times. I love it over there. I did a whole tour of Germany, toured all through the country, and it was just such an amazing experience. The way that everyone, all the venue owners, welcomed me into their place. Everyone referred to it as their home. They say, "Welcome to my home," and they all took the entire brunt of responsibility for making sure that people were there. Every place I played was packed, and I had never played at any of those places before, and it's because the venue owners. We're like, yeah, that's how we get people in the door, and then we have you come in to entertain our people. And I'm like, yeah, that's how that's supposed to work. Wait a minute. And and it was amazing. Yeah, I'd do 2 sets. Had no openers most of the shows. I'm doing 2 sets. Not a single person left between sets. They were asking for encores after the second hour-long set. I'm like, Jesus, you guys are amazing. So that was a great experience, and I got set up. It was through String Killer Records, which is an amazingly awesome label over there in Germany, out of Hamburg, and Jimmy Cornette, amazing artist, great writer, singer, and player, and just a cool guy, and has been really supportive of me, brought me over there. Hubertus is the other guy, and Jimmy, and they brought me over there, and it was just an unbelievable experience. Set me up with 2 amazing musicians, and we just became brothers immediately. They already knew a bunch of my material, and we were like, all right. Cool. And then we were just a band of brothers trio and they both know the whole country so well, and were able to show me places that they visited when they were children on the Baltic Sea, and great restaurants, and you got to stop at this place and that place, and just, man, it was quite an experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, how about the you did a Stage It recently too as well?
Yeah, I love Stage It. Stage It's fun, and I get like, I feel like I'm getting away with murder in a way because I'm just on my couch playing music. But the thing is, that is, there's something about that. I mean, even for me, like that's kind of one of my favorite environments in which to play, is just when I don't feel any kind of stress or strain, and I'm just chilling and kind of in my zone and fully relaxed. Like, my goal is to feel that comfortable on stage, but there's always a little something that, you're on stage. So, but on Stage It, it's great. I'm able to, I know that I'm performing and that I'm engaging with people, but I can also like relax in just another layer of chill. And there's something that happens when that happens that you can't get any other way. So I really, really dig it for that.
That's awesome. Now, could you, like, with the whole Stage It thing, would you be able to do that, like, if you were doing an actual show in a club or something as well?
Totally. Absolutely. I can broadcast a show on Stage It from anywhere. Anytime. That's the thing that I love about it, too. I mean, that's one of the most magnificent things, is that I can do a Stage It show from anywhere, and anyone can watch it from anywhere. So we're always connected no matter what.
Because, like, I was really seriously throwing around the idea of starting to promote shows here in Philly. And I was thinking, like, would that be a good idea to do as well?
To do a live feed, like online, a streaming thing?
Yeah.
I think you can. Yeah, man. I think I think there are a lot of different ways to approach it. I'd look into different ways, because there are some places that do that, and it works out to varying degrees. There are certain ways of doing it, I think, that work a little better than others. I'm not an expert in it, so otherwise I'd tell you right now. But the information is out there, and it's definitely something that can be super cool if it's done right.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I gotta look into all this stuff.
Those are all. There's a lot of technologies in development for all that kind of stuff. Virtual reality concert experience stuff is being developed too, like full immersion virtual reality concert experiences.
Yeah, because like so many independent artists out there that don't get to go around, parts of the country or the world. I think that would be a great way to get them out there.
Totally, that's what it is, man. The reach becomes worldwide instantly, and there you go.
Right.
Totally.
Very interesting.
I love it. I'll play it. I'll be there. You let me know when.
Dude, you're on my list, of course. We'll talk.
Awesome.
Hey, going back to the whole the thing again with the song "The Way It Goes" and the children's charity, it hit me late, but you were talking about child abuse and all. Nick actually wrote a book about child abuse.
Oh, really? Oh my God, well, that's incredible. I'm really interested to check it out, man. It's something that I've been really aware of for my whole life. My mother has been very actively involved in child abuse prevention from the time I was born, and so I've grown up being exposed to a lot of that stuff, understanding just how horrendous it is and the type of impact and effect that it has.
Absolutely, and that's actually what the book's about. It's actually about surviving child abuse and how that can sort of affect everything from your self-esteem to, forming adult relationships and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, man, you gotta let me know what it's called and how I can get it, because I wanna check that out.
Yeah, I'll make sure Dave sends you the info.
For sure, dude. Thank you. Thanks for that. Yeah, that's a big part of it, is like, how do because to a certain extent, of course, none of us are impervious. We're all affected by the things that we experience in our life, and not all things are good. that's part of the reason why I think child abuse prevention is so important, is because we already deal with a lot of hardship and abuse throughout our lives, and we certainly don't need to be manifesting it or creating it in a conscious way, and certainly not against children, But the idea of, we spend our whole lives surviving and figuring out how to survive our childhoods in one way or another,
Now,
the amazing topic.
Don't you feel like a jerk, Bay, for voting for Capaldi?
Everybody, I'm not a competition guy. For me, if I win something, that means somebody else loses, and I'm okay with that. But it doesn't. I can't ignore it.
Right.
So it's okay that you didn't vote for me. We can, but you can still feel bad about it. That's fine.
Yeah, no worries on that. Hey, did you get disconnected?
Oh, did you lose me?
I think we lost Bay.
Oh, we lost Bay.
Yeah, I think we might have a little bit.
I think you should start spelling his name BAE.
Totally Driven Radio's Bay. Right?
And then you can do a whole series of what Bay does, when Bay waiting for an Uber.
Right. No,
yeah.
We do a Driven Darling of the Week. We can just change it to the Bay of the Week.
There we go. Bay's Bay of the Week. BAYSBAEOTW of the week. So is the book on audio too, or is it just?
They're both. There's two of them, and they're available on Amazon. I'll definitely have them send you the links to them. But one of them is the child abuse book that I was telling you about, and the other one is actually kind of like just a collection of topics and tips that I came up with for working with troubled teens, dealing with negative behavior, drugs, stuff like that. Because prior to doing this, I worked in group homes for 15 years with really, really bad kids. So I learned a lot.
Absolutely. God, you must have learned so much from that experience. I mean, damn. It's so interesting.
So I figured I'd share it,
Yeah, no, it's great. I bet it's helped a lot of people already.
And typically I don't plug my own stuff, but since the topic came up,
Yeah, no, I'm asking you to, actually, if you wouldn't mind plugging your own stuff. I'd like to do that.
But yeah, I'll make sure that there's two books, and I'll make sure he sends you guys the links. And it's Teens in Crisis is one of them, and then Child Abuse, The Ripple Effect is the second one.
Yeah. Oh man,
yeah,
that's right. It does. It just has that ripple effect through your whole life. I mean, I see that dynamic continuing in people literally into their extreme old age. People in their 90s and stuff like that, still struggling from the same traumas of their youth, and it's just. Yeah, the world needs some technologies for how to prevent those things from happening before they start, and also for how to handle it once it's already there.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more.
Yeah, you got to check out Jan Hunt, thenaturalchild.org. Amazing. The Natural Child is a great book, and you can get it on audio. It's actually me reading the audio. So
really?
I will read. Yes, I'll read you bedtime stories about amazing alternative child development theories, just really, really cool stuff. Really understanding children and the ways in which they're different from adults, and need to be adjusted for. You can't expect the same things out of a child that you expect out of an adult because they're children.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Managing expectations is so key to having good relationships.
Absolutely, in general. I mean, and that's the thing. People get very confused about expectations. You go, oh, expectations are bad. Okay, I'm going to have low expectations. No. having low expectations is even more dangerous than having high expectations, because then you're manifesting these low, things, and you're still setting up a fantasy for yourself against whatever reality becomes, and you prevent yourself from being able to live in the now. And, and like that.
Let me see. I think Bay might be back on the line. Are you there, Bay?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back.
I hate modern technology. I hate computers. I hate headsets. I hate microphones. But
microphones? Modern technology? Microphones have been around for a while.
Yeah. Well,
I guess it's still modern. I hate modern technology. The cotton gin. I hate it.
Oh man. So all right. So So the big return to Philly. I can't wait, man.
Yeah, dude. I'm stoked too. And now you got me all hot to eat some Geno's, and it's really gonna be great.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite pastimes. We were discussing this earlier in the show too. One of our favorite hobbies is eating.
Oh God, yeah. Well, because it's more than a hobby. I've been cooking a lot lately, actually. Just doing some interesting things. I got a Vitamix from my sister. I think she's the one who got it for me. My sister and her wife, and they got me a Vitamix, so I can now blend things and be a super pro. Like, make stuff look much more refined than it actually is. Wink, wink. Like, I make this black bean dip puree thing that's like, it's delicious. There's a lot of delicious stuff in it, but like, it's much more refined after I put it through the Vitamix. Do you guys cook food too ever, or what do you eat? What do you eat as your pastime, as your hobby?
You know what? My wife does all the cooking. I've gotten very lazy with the cooking, so she's been handling it all.
If she digs it?
She loves to cook.
Well, there you go.
She's all about cooking.
Yeah. Well, good. But what kind of stuff? Well, there's tons of amazing food in Philly.
Yeah, I mean, and really. There is. It's actually right over the bridge in Jersey, like 5 minutes over the bridge.
Oh.
New. It's not even new. It's an Italian restaurant, and the guy that owns it and runs it, he is an old mafia guy, and the food is the best Italian food I've ever approved of, beside my grandmother's.
That's amazing. Okay, I want to go to this place.
Dude,
great Italian food that's a whole other thing.
I'm telling you, like, my birthday's in a couple weeks, and that's what I said. For my birthday, I just want to go there and eat. I'm happy.
That's amazing. Oh yeah, of course. The eating is got to be part of every celebration. But do you know the name of the place, or you tell me?
Yeah, it's called the Kitchen Consigliere.
Oh, awesome! The Kitchen Consigliere. I just did this show with Paul Sorvino.
Oh, really?
Speaking of gangsters, but he's just in the movies. But he is the guy is a knight, an Italian knight, which is something that extends even to your offspring, your heirs, inherit it.
Huh.
So he's apparently he's one of very, very few who have that specific status of knighthood, and it's amazing. But the guy is like one of the sweetest, funniest dudes. It was so much fun. It was me. It was Larry King has this show about collectibles with all this stuff, and I went on. I performed and showed them some of my guitar collection and stuff. And Paul Sorvino was on their show and some of his stuff too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
How many guitars do you have in your collection?
I don't even know, because honestly, it's not a collection for the purpose of being a collection at all. Like, I've accumulated all of the guitars that I've accumulated because I want to play them. You know what I mean? Like, I've never gotten a guitar because it's of this year or whatever, anything like that, for any other reason than like this feels and sounds like I want it to feel and sound, and so I'm going to have it. And then there's also been guitars that have been like made for me, Danny Songhurst, an amazing luthier in the Pacific Northwest. Songhurst guitars, they make slides and guitars and everything. And there's a Keaton Simons signature model Songhurst guitar that is super cool.
Wow.
And a lot of basses. I love playing bass. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look at you. Do you play drums too? Did I see pictures of you playing drums?
I play everything. Well, when I was in South by, Roland had a tent set up, and so they had some V drums, some electronic drums, but and a bass, regular electric bass with an amp and stuff like that. And I sat down, I was jamming with some people, and there was, it was just like one other person on vocals and somebody else on percussion. So I was like, all right, I'll just play drums and bass at the same time. So there's some footage. If you look on my Instagram or on the Roland Instagram, there's some footage of me from that playing drums and bass at the same time.
That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like if I sit behind a drum set, there's no reason I should be, because I realize how uncoordinated I am very quickly.
Yeah, no, it requires a lot of coordination, but it just takes doing it, and then you have to be able to kind of let go, because even the best, most technical drummers will usually tell you that they're certainly not thinking about technique when they're performing, or playing, and you got to just let go and let it come out. There's a natural rhythm, I think, in all of us, and even if it's not the same as everybody else's, you still have one, and you can get in touch with it. Nice. They're none of them are exactly the same. Everybody has their own feel. That's what's so awesome. That's one of the things I love about the drums. I'm not studied, and I'm certainly not technically. I'm not a technically good drummer at all, as far as I know. But I have a feel, and so I'm able to, to bring that across, and it's so cool. I just play to my strengths and try to keep it simple. I don't try to do too much. I just say okay, how can I impart the most tasteful feel from myself through this instrument?
Wow.
Yeah.
Keaton Simons, jack of all trades.
It's all music related.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, the new project. Well, when's any music coming out soon with that? Or?
The fire, the heat, starting to heat up with the whole Backbone thing, because we got some potential stuff happening in Europe in the summer, and we're working on some imagery stuff, some videos for online. We got the record almost done. Talking to some really amazing, legendary cats about jumping on board and mixing and getting some great guests on the record and stuff. But we really want to create a collective, it's almost like a Wu-Tang Clan kind of thing. Like the Backbone stamp will be on all of it, but we're encouraging people to collaborate, different artistic media coming together, and really just creating something unique. We're all about fusing bold elements of styles, finding those points where you two genres you'd think they would clash, but you find the one point where they connect and exploit that, push that out there and just throw it out in your face without apologizing for it. That's the spirit of Backbone,
Throw it in your face without apologizing for it.
That's the spirit. Okay, maybe not exactly that, but what I mean is, it's a great opportunity to just take chances and push the envelope. That's what we're hoping to do.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'll definitely let you know as soon as there's stuff to be played. Then I will play some stuff.
Absolutely. Cool. Yeah. All right. So, when you come, you want to go to that place when you come to Philly?
Dude, I totally want to. I'm gonna be on a whole run of a tour with other people, so I can't promise you right here, right now, that I'll be able to have time to do it. But if there is any chance that I have time while I'm on that tour, of course I want to do that. Dude, that'll be amazing. I want
Awesome.
Anytime we can do good food and we can hang, it's great. We need to do more of like a hang. Go out to dinner, have some Italian food. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, you'll love this place. It's even got like when you go to the bathroom, he's got the wall painted like you're taking a mug shot. It's got like the things behind it, like the height and all, and he's got the things you can hold up like it's a mug shot, like in front of you with the numbers and all that.
Yeah, that's great. With like the height of this, that's so funny.
And then he's got
the
pictures all around.
Taking selfies.
Oh yeah, he's got like the mobster pictures all around the walls, and he's got there's always like that one mob picture that's drawn. It's got like all the head of the like movie mobsters and all that. Well, he had somebody draw it and draw him in it.
Oh, that's amazing. The kitchen concierge.
Oh, dude, it's out of this world.
That's amazing. Oh, that's so cool, man. That is super cool. Yeah, I want to go. We got to go get some food. You're making me hungry now. I gotta get
absolutely. That's what we always have to talk about on this show. It's food. It always reverts back to food.
Listen, we need it to survive.
I know.
Of course, we're obsessed with it. We are by nature obsessed. Have to be obsessed with food. Otherwise, we wouldn't survive.
This is true.
Yep. So we just Yeah.
No, well, I was going to say I was going to let you go, but if you want to hang, you can hang.
No. It's totally. I was about to just go off on some other random tangent.
Dude. No, dude, it's always a freaking pleasure to have you on.
Thank you so much, man. It's always a pleasure to be on the show. I love when I, get a chance to like come on a bunch of times and like we get to the point where it's just we're just having a conversation and I love it.
Yeah, it's just total fun.
Totally funny. Well, amazing talking to you guys. I'll send you new music when it comes. But yeah, check out The Way It Goes. That's the newest single.
Cool. Yeah, actually I have it queued up, so I'm gonna play for everybody.
Awesome.
How about that?
All right. I say yes.
Yes.
All right, my brother. Well, I'll talk to you soon, man. I'll see you in Philly.
Absolutely, yeah. And if we can't do the dinner thing or whatever,
maybe in Jersey.
Dude.
We'll make it happen.
Me and the wife will be there.
Beautiful. Send love in the meantime.
I will.
And tell me about the book.
Yeah, I'll send all that.
Send me the info for the Amazon for the book. Okay, perfect. Books. Plural.
The book.
All right. You guys are amazing.
Cool.
You're wonderful.
You too.
I'll talk to you soon.
Take care, Keaton.
Take care. Bye.
All right, there you go, Mr. Keaton Simons. And let's play that song we were just talking about. Let me pull it up here in my... where'd it go? There it is. Well, I can't play it. I'll be able to play it soon now. Once Nick calls back in. My board went kapooey. So, I'm just here by myself. Which, actually, we got disconnected. I'm hoping this is actually even recording. I really do. It'll be interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to play that. We have our interview with Trisha LaFoche coming up. And besides talking about food with Nick once he gets back on, I also want to talk about, which I know we'll be talking about it Sunday on the TV Nation, but this Suicide Squad trailer, the new one that came out the other night, which looks freaking phenomenal. I wanted to see if Nick saw it. Hopefully he did. Let me see here. Oh, he's not on yet. So, as I sit here waiting patiently, we have, let's see. Oh, this Saturday. That's right. The Icons of Wrestling Collector Fest at the old ECW Arena in South Philly, which is now the 2300 Arena, which is right around the corner from Tony Luke's, our good friend. You're going to see me. I'll be appearing there at the Totally Driven Entertainment table. And also, my daughter will be with me. And she has her own table with her artwork, up-and-coming artist, Miss Rita Marie Ragney. You can find her on Facebook and Instagram. Check it out. She's got a bunch of her artwork for sale there. It's going to be a fun time. It's packed with the top names in the wrestling business. Shawn Michaels, Ricky Steamboat, Road Warrior Animal. Here we go. Nick's on.
What's up, buddy?
All right.
Dude, sorry it took so long. I have a crappy computer.
No, that's cool. I don't even know if we were still on the air or not. I mean, we weren't live on the air, I don't think.
See, I thought it keeps going until the last person hangs up, but I could be totally wrong, yeah.
You know what? It does keep going, and usually a window will pop up, and it'll say either end episode or continue, and I hit continue. But then it went off air, so I don't know. But I want to play that song for Keaton, The Way It Goes, and this is the song that the proceeds go towards the animal shelter as well as the children's charity, which I got to send that stuff over to you. Nick, he was asking me he told me to make sure I send it over to him, so I will. And let's play it. Here it is. Keaton Simons, The Way It Goes.